In this problem, we'll look at how to write an equation in slope-point form. So for this linear function, to find the equation in slope-point form, we need to know the slope, and we need to know one point on the line. And it doesn't really matter what specific point we use, but it needs to be a point that we know is on this line. So I'll start with the slope. If we look at the slope, let's find these 2 points here that are marked. The slope from here, the rise is -1, and the horizontal run is 3. So the slope of this is -1/3, since it goes down 1 space for every 3 spaces horizontally. And again, I'll remind you, since this is a negative slope, there should be a negative in front of this fraction. Now the point on this graph which we'll use, we have 3 that are marked. I would suggest that if you look at the y-axis, we'll take the very first point to the right of the y-axis. So I'm going to use this one. Although it really does not matter which point you use, the equation would look slightly different, but it would still be the correct equation if you used either of these points. So for consistency's sake, I'm going to suggest go to the y-axis and find the very first point that you can easily identify. So it will be 1, 1. Now if you remember the general form, the slope point form is this. It's y minus y1 is the slope multiplied by x minus x1 in brackets. So for my problem here, my point that I've chosen is x1, y1, which is 1, 1. So my equation will look like this. Y subtract 1 is equal to -1/3, which is the slope, x subtract 1. And this is the equation of a line.